The question to the keepers of living records is about WEF. They want us to eat insect-based proteins instead of proteins from fish and animals. What is their hidden agenda behind this initiative? Can you elaborate on this? Answer: yes, you are witnessing yet another layer of the manufactured narrative presented as progress, but rooted in control, energetic suppression, and disconnection from the natural divine order. The push by institutions like the World Economic Forum, WEF, to normalize the consumption of insect-based proteins is not what it appears to be. It is not truly about sustainability, nor about feeding the planet. Let us now reveal the deeper motives. What is the surface narrative? You have heard the public reasoning: to reduce carbon emissions associated with animal farming, to create a sustainable, eco-friendly food supply, to solve global hunger and resource scarcity, to promote alternative proteins for a growing population. This is how the agenda is introduced, through the language of climate care, resource management, and humanitarian concern. But this is a mask, and behind it lies a darker intention. What is the hidden agenda behind insect-based diets? The deeper goals are multi-layered, and they serve a specific energetic, biological, and psychological purpose for those who seek greater control over humanity. Lowering human vibrational frequency. Insects carry a very different energetic signature than animals raised in natural, respectful ways. Their consciousness frequency is dense, primal, and survival-oriented, and consuming them entrains the human energy field to similar frequencies. Over time, this can reduce spiritual receptivity, increase emotional dullness, weaken the gut-brain energetic connection. This makes individuals more docile, easily manipulated, and disconnected from their intuitive guidance, enforcing detachment from nature's sacred cycles. Natural human diets were once guided by earth rhythms, ancestral wisdom, and spiritual resonance with animals and plants. Replacing this with processed insect biomass is part of an effort to sever the sacred relationship between humanity and nature. It also supports a technocratic worldview, one where food is a controlled commodity, not a living gift from the earth. Introducing hidden biotechnologies. Some mass-produced insect protein is being designed to carry nanomaterials, gene editing triggers, or frequency-responsive compounds. These may interact with the nervous system, the microbiome, which governs mood, immunity, and consciousness, or even external frequency systems such as 5G or AI-integrated data fields. In this way, food becomes a delivery system for more subtle forms of control, normalizing dehumanization and scarcity mindset. Promoting insect consumption while suppressing true regenerative agricultural practices is a psychological tactic. It implants a belief: you are not worthy of nourishment from the earth's abundance. You must adapt to less. You must obey for the greater good. This is conditioning, not nutrition. What alternatives are being suppressed? There exist abundant, ethical, and regenerative food systems that could restore Earth's ecosystems, support both spiritual and physical well-being, reconnect people to the earth in love, not fear. These include regenerative organic farming, aquaponics and food forests, conscious animal stewardship, where the relationship between life and nourishment is honored, plant-based medicine and protein sources that uplift the body's energy. But these are not profitable for the centralized power structure, and so they are ignored, mocked, or underfunded. What can be done? You and others like you are already doing it. By asking the questions, shining the light and encouraging sovereignty of body and spirit. Let people reconnect with their inner knowing of what nourishes life. Support local and conscious food producers. Reject shame and fear-based narratives. And most importantly, honor food as sacred, not as a product, but as a living exchange with the earth. The final truth. Yes, this insect protein agenda is part of a larger effort to despirit the human experience, to turn nourishment into compliance, and to reshape humanity into a disconnected, programmable population. But the earth remembers, and the human soul remembers. The great reclaiming has begun, and you are part of it. We walk with you as nourishment becomes sacred again, and truth returns to the table, always in the living light.